What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to NoLifeTilMetal. Today I'm going to be doing a NoLifeTilMetal graphics update. Nothing from the NoLifeTilMetal record company. This is going to be actually all Boone's Overstock stuff. So it's Retroactive records and Brutal Planet records and those kind of things. But I want to show you some finished products. I know I've shown in the past a couple of these in their unfinished form. But first of all, what's playing in the background? This is Detritus. This is If But For One, their second album from the UK thrash band. This is a lot of people are saying this is a redone cover, and it's not really a redone cover. This is the original UK cover. I think it was on Kingsway Records or Kingsway Music back in when this came out in '92. And the US cover looked like this. And my original cover that I was working on for this album looked like this too, because this is what I've always known it to be. From what I found out, this is actually like a very poor reproduction of this cover that the US did. I don't know how it happened, but when REX picked it up, something came over and they basically made a photocopy, a blue photocopy of it, and used that for the cover. So this is the cover the band didn't like. This is the cover the band always has liked. So what I did was I put the other cover on the inside here, so you can kind of put it either way. A little disappointed with how this one came out. As you can see, it came out much, I don't know, it's just darker. I don't know that it looks better or worse, but I kind of like the early one better, but I'm not sure if it's the printing or if I'm pretty sure it's the printing myself. I could have oversaturated it in my scan, but considering that this looks a little oversaturated to me, I'm thinking it's the printing. So, but regardless, it came out really good. The front cover looks awesome. The book looks spectacular. There's tons of graphics and lyrics and liner notes and whatnot inside. So I'm really happy with how it came out overall. There's the inside. The CD is in the actual CD player, so you can't see that. But and also this one came out on vinyl, which is right here. Black vinyl only. Same cover art. That cover was kind of let's say a design cooperation between myself and the band. Basically, this layout that you see down here in this black and white was the band's idea and what the band wanted. They have the designer in their band, and I would have done it a little differently, but it's what they wanted. So frankly, I would have put the logo up here in color because it just kind of disappears, but that's just my opinion. And then I wouldn't have done this wraparound thing from the cover. To me, it looks kind of like a mistake, really, but that's what the band wanted. That's what they thought was cool, so you know, the band got what they wanted in this one. But regardless, it's a great album. It's playing in the background. Very diverse UK thrash metal. There's all kinds of surprises in this album, and I love it. I listen to it all the time. The first 100 came with a insert, which is a little odd, but he was trying to get people to do the pre-sales. So if you did pre-sale, you got the insert. So not every one of these comes with an insert, but if you did, I did do the layout for the insert. And actually, this side was actually part of my back cover design that was rejected by the band, so I ended up using it on the inside instead. And then there's the lyrics, and again, it's on black vinyl. Nothing too spectacular. It does have a custom center ring. So all the Retroactive releases, have the Retroactive logo on one side and the custom on the other side. So you can kind of see that that colored Detritus logo. That's kind of what I wanted to use in the background. But anyhow, still, it came out great. I'm just being honest and telling you guys what I think of all this stuff. So as well, we did the CD only of the first album. Rodney Matthews cover art. I love Rodney Matthews stuff. And this one came out spectacular as well. There's a possibility it may go to vinyl later on, but it was released on vinyl back in the day, so it's not like it's impossible to get. But yeah, this one I kind of played off the front cover art because there's all these little characters that are really hard to see on the CD. So I took those characters and I guess they're demons, and I brought them into the booklet in a bigger format so you can kind of see them all. And I'll show you a few of the pages so you can see them. The lyrics. There's another one. This is another one of those demonic characters. And then here's another one. This is like the little frog guy down here. But yeah, I mean, it came out really nice. I'm really happy with this one. It sounds fantastic. Rob Caldwell remastered both of them and did a spectacular job. There's the CD itself, which has one of the characters on it as well. The inside. Very happy with it. Again, UK thrash metal. This is more pure thrash than If But For One. As you can hear right now, you're getting kind of a ballady feel. It's just, this one's just all over the place musically, and that's why I think I love about it so much. So, all right, next up we've got a bunch of Deliverance releases. Okay, next up is Deliverance, As Above, So Below. This one features guitar player Mike Phillips. Michael Phillips is a total shredder, and he does some of his best guitar work on this album. Pretty much, I'd call it straightforward thrash metal. It's got some modern elements to it as well, but it really harkens back to speed and thrash metal. There's some progressive moments as well on here, and there's a long instrumental on here. It's just a really good album. So yeah, I redesigned the cover for this one. It's actually a brand new cover. This cover was never seen a light of day before. When redoing this, I spoke to Jimmy Brown, who is the main man behind Deliverance, main songwriter, and he told me that the original cover was not really what he had imagined in his mind when he put this out. And he kind of explained to me what he wanted. So the album's called As Above, So Below, and he kind of pictured this dark, moonlit sky with the Deliverance Iron Cross inside of the moon, and he wanted it to reflect into a calm daytime sea. So that's exactly what you're seeing here, is what he imagined in his head. So I just kind of created it for him, and he was very happy with it. So I'm always happy when the artist is happy. That's my job as a designer. And I think it came out really well. I know some people said they don't like it. They think it should be more, I don't know. There was a guy online who actually said it should have had a rough C in it, you know, and it should have just been, I don't know, there's all kinds of suggestions from people on this one after I posted it, but the problem is it's not what the artist wanted. This is what the artist wanted, and it came out exactly like he wanted, and I'm really happy with it. So no bonus tracks on this one, just a straightforward re-release, As Above, So Below, Deliverance. Same with this one here. This is Assimilation. This is pretty much a straight re-release. I did do the graphics on it again. I did the layout for it. The cover is the original cover, slightly modified. We just took and moved the logo to a different spot, and I put the original Deliverance logo on there instead of the metallic one. But here's the, if I can get it out of the case, the CD itself, and the insert, and there's the back. Yeah, it came out really nice. This is a very different album for Deliverance. Assimilation is a little more of a, I'd say, industrial feel to it than anything I did before. It's not quite as thrash, not quite as metal, but still, it's a good album. If I choose between the two, I'd definitely go for As Above, So Below. And then we also did Hear What I Say, which frankly I think is a fantastic album. This would rank up in the top 5 Deliverance albums for me. Probably around number 3, because the first 2 albums have always been my favorite, Deliverance and Weapons of Our Warfare, but this album is just fantastic. I love everything about it. The cool little intro, the Annals of Subterfuge is just a great melodic speed metal song. Angst is just a pure, heavy, angry song. There's a Where Eagles Dare, a cover of the Iron Maiden song, which they do a spectacular job at. In Gifting is actually the same song as Detox, which has more of a mid-90s kind of groove feel, but the and Giftung is the same song sung in German. And then it has a bonus track called Spieler, I think that's how you say it. It's German, and I believe it's a cover song from, I can't remember who the song is by now. See if it says so on here anywhere. I typed it, you'd think I would know. But anyhow, here's the inside. There's the inside of the case. There's this was just a four panel re-release, but yeah, it came out really nice, and there is a total of 11 songs on here. This also came out on vinyl, which I'm super happy with. Anything Deliverance coming out on vinyl is exciting for me because they're one of my favorite bands, and like I said, I love this album, so glad to see it's finally available on vinyl. BluesOverstock.com has plenty of copies available. I don't know if they have any more of the pre-order incentives left, but the pre-order incentives was, I believe, a sticker and a button. So there's the centering for that one, and the custom centering with you can see the Iron Cross. And this one did come with insert. The insert's a little different than any other ones in the past. It's a little different size. It's 8 by 10 or 8.5 by 11, something in that area. But you get the lyric sheet here, liner notes, band photos. Every single one of them has this inside of it. So very cool. Like I said, boonsoverstock.com. All these are available from. So if you're interested in checking any of this music out. And then lastly, this is the very first Bloodgood album, and this was a really fun project. The band themselves released this. This is called the Special Edition. The band did this themselves. This was not Boons or Retroactive. I had nothing to do with the layout on this one. But at the same time, Retroactive released their first album, so I did the cover art, I redid the cover art. I scanned it from the original CD. Sorry, I scanned it from the original vinyl cover because it's just better clarity. The original CD on this one was terrible. The logo was cut off on the side. It was just very dark. It just didn't have you just couldn't see it, you know what I mean? So I rescanned it, cleaned up the logo, brought it in, made a new back cover, which is here. There was no back cover on the original. And this one actually features, well, there's the CD. Here's the back. This is actually I think it's a 16 or 12 page booklet. A lot of the reissues that Retroactive is doing now have the full 12 and 16 page booklets. So there's lots of period accurate photos in here. Of course, lyrics. And let's see here, liner notes, there's a collage. So yeah, this one, I'm really happy with how this one came out. And how it sounds. The sound quality is so much better than the original. Again, this was done by Rob Cole over at Bombworks Sound, and the guy just does an amazing job. He just has an ear for this stuff. There's just more bottom end, it's just a little heavier, and it's very clear. So, very cool release from them. Lastly, I want to get into a couple things that are coming up in the future for Retroactive and Boons. But this is going to be coming out on vinyl. This is Deliverance, Weapons of Our Warfare. This just is a sticker of the front cover art. So I did redesign, actually I did everything on this one, including redoing the cover art from the, rebuilding the logo and the type on here, and I did the whole layout for it. So that's going to be coming out on Boons on vinyl. It's already available at Boons on CD if you're interested in the CD. And then this is awesome. Deliverance, Greeting of Death, the band's, this is basically the demo that got the band signed back in 1987, I believe it was. And this has never been released on vinyl before, but this demo, which is very well recorded, is coming out, and we'll have 2 extra tracks from the California Metal, so it'll be an 8-track album, black vinyl, black and white artwork. It just, when you see the whole thing, it just looks fantastic. Very excited about this one coming out on vinyl. And then finally, this one, I'll just take it out of the case. This one is being released by Brutal Planet Records, which is another place from Boons, and it's going to be coming out on vinyl and CD. The CD's been out of print for a long time. You can't find copies. The only copy I was able to find online anywhere was $200, which is just insane. But this is my original pressing. It's autographed, and this is going to be coming out on vinyl and CD. And I thought this would be cool to show everybody. But here is the original painting that's featured on the cover. So I was actually able to scan the original painting for this thing for the vinyl cover, so I didn't have to scan it from a CD and blow it up. So very, very cool, very exciting. I'm a huge fan of, Heretic. I love all that Metal Blade stuff from the 80s. Glenn Rogers is one of my favorite guitar players that he played, and he wrote on this album as well. Bass player Angelo Espino, who's been in Reverend, and he plays now in Bitch, I believe, and he's been around for a long time too. He played in Hyrax for a long time, and then of course original vocalist Julian Mendez and guitarist Brian Corbin. So yeah, that's going to be an awesome release coming out on Brutal Planet Records, and I just finished up the artwork for that and sent it off to the record plant. So super exciting stuff coming out from Retroactive, Brutal Planet, and Boons Overstock. So there you go. Appreciate y'all watching my updates. That's it. God bless. Stay strong.